Today na Monday, we're at the 27th day inside the month of April 2026, and so I go on for welcome on to another edition of we on Good Morning Falaba program. We in a Creole magazine program. We can normally come to it through this dial, Muse Radio 98.5 FM, inside the heart of Mongo Children Falaba district. Now 1 hour 50 minutes program. We can come to it from every Monday to Friday every week. Well, today not an exception, and inside the studio this morning, we get important personality way there for concern voice. And I want for wish all Sierra Leonean happy Independence Day. Well, as we always say, this morning we get important personality in our studio. But before that, you back will get your own chance for give your contribution. Because if you go beyond, there is tendency for me to not able for read your message, and we no want for make that happen. Well, inside the studio this morning, we get Mr. Mohamed Alaji Fona, we're in at the district coordinator for Educate inside Mongo Chiefdom Falaba district. Where this morning
for Educate Sierra Leone in Falaba district.
who want for welcoming and want for say thank you for where you honor the invitation this morning.
Educate, of course, Educate na a UK registered organization. We also a local NGO we will operate in the country, and local. We are one of the hearts of excellence we do, and also street them as well. We operate mainly with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School, na Falaba district.
So
As a whole, we get a research will be done. We are in about 95.8 of picking them. Na Salone, they currently undergo learning poverty in the country. So we as a 95.8%, that's not the percentage of picking them. When 10 years old within Salone, when one of the highest percentage that in the world, when able for actually read and understand at grade level. So that's not the crisis, and we make Educate take the move for CAM and partner with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education for see how they push MBSSE in Falaba district for ensure say they will for deliver on the mandates then as a ministry.
So when we start this process?
Well, the whole process starts January, but we start with trainings around February 16 this year.
So now una dey come una dey partner with the Ministry of Education. So una don dey inside Mongo Children. So wetin na una relationship between the education body na and also the one wey the national body. So wetin na una relationship when it comes to for make una unite for able for bring one goal?
Well, we as an organization, we respect relationship very high to the extent that the relationship between we MBSSE and as well as MBSSE headquarter is very, very great, because Educate believes say we not to compete, we compete with MBSSE. What we do now collaborate, we collaborate with them and foresee how best we're able for give we own support as an organization for let them be able for deliver on the mandate as I previously said. Yeah. So that's not that we do. So get a very strong relationship right from headquarters, involving including the CEO and as well as minister and every other worker within the ministry. For that relationship for be strong up there, we also get the liaison officer. We also embedded at the headquarters there, and we serve as district coordinators them, plus we own team. We also then at the district they work respectfully and collaboratively with the district team where then that include the both MBSSE and Teaching Service Commission as well.
Is it now only inside Mongo Children that they operate, because we get 13 children inside Falaba district? Is it that now only Mongo children are the operator or not the operator the different children?
Well, they operate in all parts of the district. Then we on operation, as I say, we work directly with the district team here, when are the SKOs, the DDs, and as well as the ADs them. And the incident in all parts of the district, we operate in every school level, starting from pre-primary, primary, and as well as secondary schools. So then schools then they will operate with them, and as well as the school quality assurance officers we dey support for let them go before move and ensure say they reach na dem schools dem dey wheresoever wey the school dey, despite the location, and dem for able for reach dem schools and then give them the necessary support wey really require.
So, in terms of education business, because I know for say una come for aid, is there any specific programs, like for example, the radio station, we get like Saint Salon, you get the radio station, you get the bakery. Now, for the radio station, we only day for give support or for give quality information to the public. Now, as educate, una dey come for can give support to education. Is there any specific program where they will say, now this we only focus for as educate or una quarter course?
Well, of course, we focus on three key priorities as an organization. So when we come with this partnership with MBSSC, then priorities and they will work with them closely, now they will collaborate with them. And one of the priorities them, and for make sure say beginning in our school.
Okay.
We all know how attendance business stand like a salon, especially when we can say school are open or school are locked or this na sports time. So we dey work with them closely for ensure say pikin them and teachers them dey na school. And if they dey na school, the second priority we also bring we now that we dey ensure say the pikin them safe. Yeah, that include for remove any form of corporal punishment and ensure say pikin them safe, and whenever they in a classroom they don't get anything with it threaten them, because one thing about pikin, if you get something where they disturb them per se, you know they for learn how it's supposed for learn. And we tools them will be used for achieve each of them priority then and we third priority when a very key one, we focus on the learning, because pikin come on house is safe na school. What make it in a school? Now for learn. Yeah, so the learning na a very high priority. We are in for let the learning able for take place, we get strategies them we they support the SKUs them, and when are the school quality assurance officers, and then self in turn they go na the schools them and support the teachers them. We self let the interface directly with the teachers them, but you know say the SKUs and the DDs them now the direct people government send here for work with schools. So believe say if these people are capacitated, right, then get the required means we at least we for move them at the schools then we will for provide the necessary support for ensure say we able for reach on to their priorities there. We now priorities them as well, we will for help we for reduce this learning poverty crisis we will get now we country as well.
So one of una mandate say na for CC pikin dem dey in a school. So una dey na a community where if you look at the rate of education and you watch at which the school learning system dey, it's kind of yes, we are trying. So how well wetin are the modalities una don put in place, or how well una dey see say una monitor for say indeed pikin dem in a school, because we dey see small pikin dem school their own, but they're not in a school. How well una dey monitor that process?
Well, when we come initially, now that's not the thing we find out. Like the first month back in January, I meet some schools and they actually they can give like test. So based on the observation, within 10 o'clock we begin and go monitor, they don't take the test. Right? And within that in the day again, we also see say sports time, schools and they within Mongo we take up to 2 weeks just for practice for sports. Learning they actually take place, beginning and they go to school per se. Right. So all that the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education gets a calendar where they prepare. We are in this calendar, Now, in they serve as a guide for the teachers them and the schools them, and as well as the communities where we dey operate. Yeah. So what we don't do related to this calendar, first thing when we come now for now we raise the awareness to everybody, every stakeholder within the school setting. That includes students, teachers, and as well as the community members as well. So we'll be able for through the SKUs, we'll be able to popularize the calendar, and we within this calendar we get things the way government say na for happen at the school. And one of them begin for dinner school for 6 hours from Monday to Friday every day. Right. So that's now a very key. And also government also include na this calendar say if begin and then at school for 6 hours, like first day of the term for the start of learning.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will make if now it gets 150 picking them, then it gets 140 or 120 we come. So there are the way learn will also help for disseminate the message for say there is learning. Or the culture of when picking them going to school, that first week, now no learning need to take place. The calendar also day against that day. Yeah. And that most time with conversation we get with the teachers them, what you thinking most times say, okay, we're not aware of that day, we're not aware of this. So now make we say we need to create the high awareness to the teachers and as well as in we community engagement where we get, because we believe say school not just day on your own, the community gets a very huge impact for play. So we need to left the community there. Any school, when we find out there are issues of attendance, we dey ensure say all the necessary stakeholders, including families and parents, we are also involved in the discussions there. And we own community engagement not based on just go tell them. Like a listening community engagement we do. So the calendar now a tool, a very key tool where we distribute and that the SKUs them gets that responsibility for move around and ensure say that information is spread everywhere within the district.
All right. Talking about the student, every picking for them at school. What about the teachers now? Because there are times where picking go in at school, teachers not there for teaching.
So the calendar also targets not just the students, but as well as the teachers, both PPs and teachers. Yeah, so not just students and the teachers them for dinner school and as well as the picking them for dinner school.
So in this process, should in case maybe una go like for go do monitoring, for go check if that school in learning to go on there, they will see students, teachers know the day. What are some of the mechanisms they want to put in place regarding that?
Well, first we need to work in separation with ministry.
Okay.
As I say, we get the teaching service commission. We themselves will collaborate with them closely. Then the teaching service commission. Then for the community teachers then as well, we also get the community. And they can initially say the school then at the community and at the community self gets the school. Right. And in that regard, one thing we always do when we meet the situations and then follow we engage the cooperator for this they make with 3 months here. And within this time, due to the popularization of the calendar and as well as the increase in the school visits by the school quality assurance officers, them when at the SKs, right? We see say when we do day one data collection, that means all the SKs, them, all we field staff the whole get, and including the DDs, including the ADs, everybody within Mongol Town.
The qualification, but they are still trying, because if those people not going to the classroom, we'll get the qualified teachers the way they go able for go. So as educate, we want to come for can give support to education business and for help government in terms of education. So is there anything we want to do or mechanism for say we are able for train these teachers so that they go able for the of their in terms of teaching, they go able for teach in that standard and professional.
We get coaching session. We are moved in various schools. We do cluster training. That means because we know how to move the teachers and far off. If we can like Mongol, we get all the schools already within Mongol town. Then we get one cluster training we do for them. Then the training they based on the strategies them we work on, where we when are effective strategies them for improved teaching and learning. We they call them the MBSSC top 10 strategies. So these are 10 strategies. Them one they focus on teaching and learning, the other one they focus on teaching environment per se. So that's not the areas them we would do and the things they would do for ensure say the teachers them way they out there that way get some we get knowledge gap, then say could be capacitated. Yeah, so now that's not the activity.
All right. And also, I want for do take it small to the issue of women empowerment, much especially girls in the schools, because we see say if girl picking get belly na school, it drop out. That means say much especially in the community where we live, in education go don't cease. And as education body or people where they in term of education business for this support. Wetin are some of the things wey una do for CC una give support much especially to the girl pikin wey dey go na school, how una dey able for protect them so that they go able for be safe.
All right, so now that I've been talking say we second priority na safety. Also the safety cover every aspect of bandage. So during we engagement with the teachers then first we get what we call safety message, safeguarding the one key focus than the under with safety. So under the child protection and safeguarding, we get approaches them what we do. We will train the teachers them and as well as we will create after the teachers we are trained, the beginning self they be aware of their approaches then they. One of the approaches them we get safety in 5.
Which one are they?
The safety in 5 now we try like every picking within the specific school, right? For get 5 safe adults there. Where if you get anything we threatening or issue or safeguarding issue, if they talk to them people, one of them people in the we in believe that will make us call and say na trusted adults. Yeah. So when you talk to them trusted adults then the adults get 5 minutes as well for either inform way or inform the necessary state people them we will make sure say that information will stay confidential as well. You know, go spread within the community within the shortest possible time. Yeah. So the safety in 5 and as well as with 5 safe adults, I want to learn where they go directly for the picking. Okay. And the other 2 we will get for them, we find out say some picking them not even know if the church use some side, saying a bad church than they. Right? So that awareness as well, nothing that we will emphasize on. So we get the good church and the bad church messages. We begin right from primary up to secondary level. Therefore, no say if person church mean I'm a bobby, per se, then a bad church. And I know for keep am, I for talk to the safe adults related to this for ensure say that come to an end. Then if person church you Botox per se, all right, again that's not safety issue because most of them safeguarding issue where they happen at the community, they start happen automatic. It start from them bad church stuff there. But because the people not get the awareness and not say this na bad thing per se, it can just tend for ignore. So by the time you know I don't undergo abuse. So for stop the abuse then we also do work with the SQs and the teachers them through the MBSSC who the partner with for ensure say that awareness they rise na the kingdom. Yeah. So now that's what they do for the safety aspect for the kingdom we get. And also communities that we are aware of in some way we don't get direct reports on early marriage per se. Recently was it on Wednesday, yes, this past Wednesday, we get one of the communities we get intelligence they get one picking where they want put to early marriage. So the SKO, because of the engagement, take up that responsibility with the coach, right, and also with one of the stakeholders within the township here, they're able for go there and engage that community there. So at the end of the engagement, they're able for commit themselves say, well, that's not going to happen. So then self plus we self all the oversee the area there. They actually always say, yes, indeed, if it happen, they will only put picking on early marriage, but they will put a stop to that. So that will be one happen. So in don't can create the amount of awareness to them for ensure say it no go happen again. So
What
the
do
chief
what do you wonder where they can pull picking them in a school for go put them in this Bondo society or this FGM? Because you go see picking them all they ask there, they don't go put him
don't go put their Bamondo
FGM.
FGM
Or
stuff.
even when school lock, maybe the time when school open, you go see society set of picking them, they're not in a school. Why? They're not commodity na Bondo society Bondo bush. So in what to una they do in terms of this kind
They work with directly the gender people them and as well as people that will be able to handle their issues effectively. So even though like when we start operations, not get direct reports on that date for Falaba, but we not say that's in that the way they happen, right? And organization in the way they very strong for take the issue work with them for ensure so then things in the way this FGM actually come to an end. Then part of the things and self will retain the skills for make sure so when they move to the schools, they also engage the teachers them through their coaching activity where they get for awareness within the district for necessary actions the way need to be taken and also for ensure say we put a stop to that directly.
All right, Mr. Medley are all here first. Make you take a break. Well, listeners, if you just tune in this Namose Radio 98.5 FM in the heart of Mongo Children Falaba District and the program we listen to now we Good Morning Falaba program, Creole Magazine program, we can come to you every Monday to Friday. And today we happen for the 27th of April 2026. Today we dey inside the studio with Mr. Mohammed Alajo Fona, wey happen for be the district coordinator for Educate inside Mongo Chiefdom, where they come for Kangi support to the Ministry of Education for CC land book business go before. And you go get the opportunity for give your own voice on +232 on +232 726666619 +232 726666619 or +232 77985607. Nayanda, you go send your message into we Facebook family them. The viewers want for say una welcome and una go give una your contribution to the comment section and do you go tap am to waiting you dey listen to. For the meantime, I want make you relax as we go take this you go give body water a little bit. Alright, I want for welcoming her back to the next segment of we Good Morning Falaba program in a Creole Magazine program. Just like we say this morning, we get the district coordinator for Educate inside Mongo Chief Dowena and Mr. Mohammed Alaji Fona, where they have to talk on the activities of Educate inside the district. As we began to talk about their roles and responsibility and how the CC they're able to protect the picking them, whether they go to school, how the CC they're able to protect girl picking them, and waiting are some of the things that what they do for give support to government in terms of education. We want to talk about the support on the give and also how on the CC are able for protect the picking them and also the schools and teachers then. So now the question is, because everything gets challenged, you get success. Where we start with the challenge, what are some of the things in where for more come now?
Government paid teachers, right? We expect them for then at the school and actually do what the government asks them for do. But so the observation and the actual thing where they happen, they not be they did it. So now through engagement, involvement of communities, and as well as involvement of the direct partners that we work with, when at the Teaching Service Commission, they get that awareness day and they're able to deliver and also move na them various communities for see how best would they tackle some of the issues they did. Yeah. So the other challenge we get, we know of course Falaba na a very often area and coming newly as an organization, most of we workers them they find it a bit difficult for go through the environment per se, but we able for still handle that for now. I think say they all don't they know what they do whenever they're gonna the field in terms of the terrain and the rest. Yeah, and the next challenge we get now that also, but that's what the DDs and AD, they actually try for put modalities in place for that because we also find out say most of the workers are actually staying off off the district. So that they make them a bit difficult for let them able for come and do what they do on everyday basis. But the DDs don't get some engagement with them and also they try for encourage them for like everybody when a SKO or also get a very high role in terms of changing education within Falaba district for let them able for them at the various clusters them and support education through we program when at the district of excellence because we want to make Falaba a district of excellence through the partnership we'll get with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School here.
So with all this on the engagement, because engagement has been part of one of the things that we're able to capture the teachers and also other community stakeholders. Then. So is there any corporations for say the teachers that they cooperate because engaging the outcome for that engagement is supposed to be corporations. So waiting how you wanna see the corporations of teachers and also community stakeholders.
Well, let's start with the community stakeholders then. The cooperation from the community stakeholders is very, very high. When we go to them community, they really they appreciate what they do. And then they really see the challenges, some of them are things that we need for handle. But they don't get the awareness, that will also be something that they do. So through the engagement then they able for commit themselves. And most of the communities them because at the end of the engagement they also do follow up for CC whatever discussion we don't get it really they in place. Then when we remove now and then community we really see there is high turnout on the area of the teachers and as well as the beginning and the SMC chairperson and as well as the chief themselves they actively ensure say the school they run effectively after the engagement that we do in the areas they do. Yep.
All right, quick one. I want to go inside with basket as messages that don't come from your Facebook page. This one say good morning, Miss Muse Radio. It say how many children? This number go for you. It say how many children are they operating in Falaba district? They ask you, and how their relationship look like with the teachers. How many years will the project last for? Either they ask how many years the project will last for, and how una relationship with the teachers, and how many chiefdom una the operating. And this second one's the wish say happy Independence Day to the people of Falaba district and Sierra Leone. By extension, be part of our program, okay? And this other one say, please, Mr. Mohammed Al Ajifona, he say, how are you managing, or how the organization is managing with working with the DD MBSSE Falaba, because the MBSSE office in Mongo Bendugu town, Falaba district, is always locked. You can only see him once or twice in a month, and this is telling on the education system at Falaba district. So I don't know if you were able to respond to.
All right. So the first question where the time for talk about how many districts how many chiefdoms we they operate with. We they operate with all the 13 chiefdoms within the districts, and within the 13 chiefdoms we will also operate with all the schools there. So we not get no selected school. Starting from pre-primary, primary, and as well as secondary schools. We they operate with them all. Then for this year, from now to December, but the prospect of the project is for let a day as long as it be able for take, and also until we ensure say every government worker where they in charge of education, what we mentioned, also we eliminate them bad practice, then they able for stay within the district, and as well able for deliver as government expect them for deliver as well. Then the next question where they talk about the office as well. We know that has been a challenge for education here, and NIMEC we work closely with the DD for now since when school opened this third term, right? The districts. Yeah, so I think that way realize say if a day for let positive change happen. And part of in commitment now that it don't move and come for stay in Mongo for good.
So in terms of making an effort for say there is change, what you know to do?
Okay, so let's start with the teachers first, right? When I pin coded teachers, we don't go, we don't engage the community don't engage you, self don't get direct conversation with you, the teaching service commission don't do all what they get for do, so then get responsibility for take decision on that directly. Yeah. So in the area of the ministry workers, if we don't do all the efforts in terms of engagement, NIMEC will get a very strong relationship with headquarters, right? Where now the umbrella for all the other districts there. Yeah. So we involve HQ as well. That means the director of SPAM, when Mr. Alpha Bongura, himself, in charge of all the DDs, and also they oversee all the activities within the 16 districts within the council, right? So we involve them, and itself gets a very high impact in the create. So and for me, after if you're not able, itself they involve CEO, right? And from the CEO minister as well, they become aware of that. So if all them body then they don't come in, then still the person they resist. Also, government gets right for make decision on that individually, because they're all for promote education and for ensure say education within Falaba is actually changed, and within at the peak we begin for dinner school, then for safe, and as well as then for land.
So now we retract back, now we come back per one pound and mandate where see now for me picking the land for make the able for the classroom. But among them picking that we get different categories. We get the able picking, we get the one with where they are physically challenged. And among the one where they are physically challenged, we get the one where they will say their own challenge is a pass mark, like we get the one where they need to see. It kind of take effort for make them go able for learn. Now we get some set of people where they talk, we don't go to school, but the thing will go help them for make them able for learn, not this brother, much especially for the one the way they know they see. So as education body we can vocal help education. So is there any mechanism for able for CC1 able for support then set of people that the physically challenged people, students?
Well, for now, like educate now one sector, so now make we believe in partnership greatly. Some things that we need to do, we need to do. We get other bodies then we as well for able for deliver on their mandates and they like for Falaba, other organizations in there we they also operate within the district. We get that aspect for ensure say picking them way blind, picking them way they aim for provide with the necessary support. Because we dey focus more on the learning and in the learning we dey try for capture all levels of learning disability. For example, the fast learners and the average and as well as whatever category we be picking the day. So now it make we on we approach we dey try for move the teachers them for let them move from this teacher-centered learning where like teacher dey go na classroom na no more dey talk throughout the lesson. Then you copy flop the blackboard and the pikin dem copy na dem books dem no dey understand anything. So the move dey train the teachers dem for move from that level for let dem go to an approach wey we dey use and we don prove am very effective with we own schools dem wey na model schools dem wey we dey do wey na the activity based learning. So under the activity based pikin also use the various materials dem wey you don prepare for ensure say dem get the learning wey required. So that involve we get low cost high tech low cost approach. For example, you can use AI for get teaching and learning materials. Then from the AI, you don't your SSS or secondary school. So that again they be provided. So all their activities then they we don't discounting very huge. And picking them for able for right on their own. And as well they're able for talk button. And the last one, they're able for interact through listening activities. So there are four categories of activities and every lesson na in for cover. You can forget them for opportunities. Then they forget opportunities for read, for write, and as well as for listening to colleagues' conversation and the rest. So when they don't get the opportunity, they don't develop that skill content for let teachers and focus on skill building. They train them on this activity based learning approach. Yeah.
All right. Just now the question we're talking about the physical challenge people. Yeah, you say there are some mandate we now other bodies than the one where not to everything we are able for covered. How collaborative una dey with the other organizations they are like should in case una go do monitor
Various sectors the way that they operate. And during the meeting, the last meeting we've been joined around February by then through the lead when Mr. Bobo as well. So we'll be able to know organization the way they work on health and also organizations the way they work on this.
for Bendugo, where in una gather schools and together for go do quiz and also debate competition. So how that will come about?
Well, that's not part of the Ministry of Civic Awareness for the picking them, so that we picking them for let them go for know something, but we counsel some of their responsibilities them and what them for do as students them. Because most time when the knowledge we have huge knowledge gap or awareness gap, prosecute them for do something due to ignorance, right? So for we close them gap, then they ministry when our MBSS here we organize this quiz competition. We comprise of 6 schools within Mongo, three schools within the township and 3 external schools as well. So the debate or the quiz competition being focused mainly on civic awareness as well.
So how will the competition become out? Those school will emerge as the winner.
So we been get this school when MCA Sericolia emerged as the winner and as with 41 points. Then as well the best quizzer also being come up from MCA than a Seria school. So instead being able to get up to 24 points between as well na 24. But most of the picking them be really able for perform to expectations because within the first round and second round we find out say almost they all respond to the various questions accurately as expected. So none of them they actually did it. So everybody, the fairness of the quiz, everybody accepts the results at the end. The teachers then gladly and as well as the people they're happy for the part of the process. Then DDB end up for acts like the specific programs and they for continue for happen. Where I believe say he as the deputy director, so go also put modalities in place for them that continue for happen within the district.
So within these 3 months, who una can take inside Mongochi from Falaba State, wetin are some of the pointers or wetin una go see this na a success story?
Well, one key point away we don't get na the attendance. All right. So we for over many years based on feedback we would get for now we see schools them out of 102 we select randomly within the district, not to schools the way like we will say we don't inform or whatsoever. We get up to 95 schools then we actually they in attendance, not to just attendance and they also operate. Right, that's for we now a great success than for the ministry because that they don't be a challenge for them. For them, like they even get say to the second week for get up to 90% of the schools and for the na school now be a very huge challenge. So that they don't they cut out. And in terms of exams as well, una they within Mongo and una be done the CC within exams time. Picking them by 10 to 11, they don't take the exams. So then go. So from the end of the second term, because of the awareness of the calendar, we Ministry of Education provide. So we and MBSSC here, we ensure say we popularize that calendar day and we distribute it in various most of the schools. We see say teachers them know they end exams early. So then they make sure say in the morning na revision time and in the afternoon na they conduct exams. And that also lead to the engagement of talking to them, say at least let them reserve some few papers then as well. We are in for like first term, so this third term, so the first day. Also they will continue with their papers and so we also see most of the secondary schools then reserve some papers then we attract the beginning attendance as well, make sure say they can have the school.
But how well una dey see so una monitor then thing there because also I noticed something wherein I no go say it go like I no go say an allege or whatever. I noticed something because I noticed a school wherein the same thing to go on that they left I no go take am, I will go give money.
Oh,
how well una dey monitor?
Well,
say the right thing be done.
We monitor the start from above us when are the SKs and as well as the BDs, where we try for put structures in that aspect there, and down to the teachers them as well. The DDB they also do on radio that the previous year they end up for encourage even the teachers them for letting know embark on that because government entirely they against anything we na corrupt business. Because if you take money, now picking and we not take exams again and grade that's corruption. Yeah, so the SKs them they do all the monitors and they so I make them always they push them and they try for work with them for ensure say every day from Monday to Friday, then at the field and as well as not to just for go watch, they also give the necessary support to the teachers as well. So some of them things and they not things the way we also expect them for the monitoring on and engage the teachers them on because we education currently at that level now free education and not for be something we involve financial cost directly to the beginning as well.
All right. Now we not get time again. Now we just imagine there is a big gathering wherein you get the opportunity for talk to the stakeholders the way they gather, including parents, teachers, including the students, for 3 minutes. With not a statement. Louis, ladies be your final statement for today edition.
All right. So if I get the opportunity, the one key area where we dey look at for now we priorities them for talk to them, but we priority and what na the role for CC one picking and then school. Because the issue of the school business, not to one sector, not to the teachers no more. The teachers them go to school picking and all the day planning they take place. And other than the responsibility for push the picking them are the parents then because the beginning day to the parents then I didn't come out and kind of school. So we go also encourage the parents them for make sure say they play their role well for talk to the beginning and for move the beginning. When I can do engagement most time or they ask parent the discussion other day we want better pass it pikin. When you as parents you want better pass it pikin. All of them can say, no, I want to let me picking better person. And the follow-up question can always be like, what will they do? This commitment we will do for putting picking at school and ensure say the monitor, ensure say when come on at school come they study now if it's so then say they give you some commitment then where they realize say now that role they don't go they play as parents then. Yeah, and not to follow with picking and then at school no more because we tell the teachers them or reduce the amount of corporal punishment in our school for ensure say it totally go down to the drain. Then we also they encourage the parents then right for make sure say then say reduce corporal punishment na us because if picking don't use to corporal punishment na us per se when in kind of school you know get respectful relationship with him company. If him company do a small thing instead of the reports wetin go do na knack the other one on affect e go affect and not then things dem dey not find for happen at school. School na a learning platform not to war zone or a barracks for fight per se. Yeah, and the last thing we will talk to the teachers and as well as the community about if pikin dey at school no we ensure say dem learn. They will not ever get pikin there then we left them unattended. They will always make sure say we picking them engage, we picking them be able for do and learn how they're supposed to learn whenever they're in school. Yeah, and so the parents them and every other listeners, I just found out we know say we all get responsibility for play. Education, not to one person. Not to for say, oh na me picking no more. This not to me picking. You don't know who's speaking, where they can pull. We all na salon and suffering or whatsoever. Sometimes the picking way they push today and therefore can create that bigger change we get. Yeah, and so the parents as well for let them go for encourage the girl picking them for going to school and for send them to school because girls' education is very key. I can always say if a nation or a community gets one girl picking way educated and get the another level point, it able for change the entire community within the shortest possible time. If you educate like one girl picking, if you like say 10 to 20 boy picking them, you don't educate just for educate one girl picking. So don't forget about early marriage for picking them because that's where they support them for able for can support you effectively in the future. We roll now follow we push them, follow we ensure say they really go school. Support her now and in the long run instead they can support. We begin them now now sit there. When he dey work, he dey put 3 nurses, wetin go happen? When he don't hold, that nurses they come back and give the necessary support we require. So now we play our part, now we ensure say we support education at Falaba. We look forward to now the ministry don't willing for push the teachers them and for going to the communities and ensure say the people learn how they're supposed to learn. We also want that the community stand strong and supports education in the communities there.
Well, listeners and viewers, now so we will come to the cutting down of today's own Falaba program inside Muse Radio. And we talk to Mr. Mohammed Alhaji Fona, we're in the district coordinator for Educate inside Mongo Children Falaba district. As we already, they come for Kangi support to education for CC picking the in school, for CC book learning better na we community. Well, comrade wudoyeri, stakeholders the wudoyeri, low put one together for CC education business na this week. Community and salon at large will be something of great value. Well, me where we don't be on the mic, my name Nasera Israela Mansaye. I just want to tell plenty thank you to we own production manager because they able for package all this thing for we winner Mohamed Aruna, and also to we own technician we able for make a voice come out when in Kunta Kamara, and also to we own IT specialist when Sayo Kagbo. Escation, we're always there for CC. We face them, and also everything we do in a studio able for go out there. I want to tell everybody thank you. You will send a text message, and you will try for send, but you know get up there next time. Right up, great work what they do in the district, and we pray that that work will continue. And above all, one for wish Mama Salon happy Independent Day. As today we done 65 years, not just 65 days old, 65 years. So mommy they go don't begin old stick. Some don't begin for Ben.